Well, hello friends, I'm back with another vid. So this one's like the warning placards you find on semi-trucks. So if y'all don't know about warning placards, then this could really help out. Let's go! So there's class 1 with explosives. So it's a class 1 orange warning placard. It has different numbers on it, going from 1.1 to 1.6. So 1.6 means the least dangerous explosive. 1.5, it's like low risk. 1.4, it's kind of like close to medium risk. And 1.3, it starts to get up to the dangerous level. 1.2, then that's where it's like high risk. And then 1.1 is most explosive, the most dangerous ones there. But as for these like numbers going from A to S, I don't really know what that means. And class 2 with non-flammable gas or liquid, flammable gas or liquid, inhalation hazard, oxygen, and refrigerated liquid. So there's non-flammable gas, flammable gas like propane and hydrogen, LPG, oxygen, obviously flammable gas, flammable, well it's not gas, it's oxygen, but it's a flammable kind. Inhalation hazard, a class 2, is like anhydrous ammonia, which is non-flammable, but a toxic gas, so we don't breathe that in. And refrigerated liquid, like liquid nitrogen, liquid oxygen, liquid everything. Heck, even liquid hydrogen too. And class 3, flammable liquid, like obviously y'all know it's like gasoline, diesel, fuel for your vehicles, paint flammable too. Did y'all know that? And there's a lot of flammable liquids. So yeah. Class 4, there's flammable solid, spontaneously combustible, dangerous when wet. So there's flammable solid placard. It's red and white stripes, spontaneously combustible, half white, half red, dangerous when wet, solid blue, and this the only blue placard there is, so you will definitely see it. And then like flammable solid is like, okay, cardboard and wood should count as flammable solid. If they have like that flammable stuff all over it, then that should count as flammable solid. Spontaneously combustible is stuff that should be probably kept in a reefer to keep the temperature of it cooler, to keep it from heating up. Dangerous when wet, like those AA and AAA batteries y'all have. If those get wet, it can emit flammable gases or toxic gas too. So don't be dumping AA and AAA or 9-volt batteries into water, right? And it's class 5, oxidizing agents, organic peroxide. So oxidizers like bleach and nail polish remover, and probably for oxidizing copper faster. And then, okay, I forgot what this one is. There's organic peroxide, half yellow, half red. This one's my favorite. Organic peroxide, it's like, needs to be kept in a special container. It's class 5.2. Oxidizer's 5.1. It's kind of odd how in class 5, the oxidizer organic peroxide placard and probably organic peroxide 5.1 like has 5.1 instead of just 5. Like, that's kind of odd. Okay, hydrogen peroxide probably is organic peroxide. And in class 6, this is where stuff starts getting dangerous. There's poisons, toxins, biohazard, inhalation hazard. So there's the class 6 inhalation hazard, like bromine, poison. There's like bug spray and pesticides and stuff. Heavy metals are a poison, like mercury and stuff like that. Cyanide is too. Infectious substance. Now this placard is kind of scary, so yeah, and it says in case of leak or spillage, immediately notify public health authority. So yeah, and then this poison gas. There's 1 through 3. So there's 1 indicating like most dangerous, 2 medium, 3 low danger. And then class 6 inhalation hazards like bromine and carbon monoxide, and probably burning coals, I think. An infectious substance, obviously like viruses and stuff like that. Class 7, there's a radioactive material. So there's radioactive placard, half yellow, half white, and this one's my second favorite. And then there's radioactive 1, contents activity, radioactive, well, there's 1, 2, and 3. So 1's most dangerous, 2 is medium risk, 3 is low danger. And there's fissile. That means it's like super dangerous, I think. I have like read on all stuff, but I think fissile means it's like super dangerous or super radioactive. Not all radioactive placards are half yellow, half white. They just be solid white. And there's radioactive 1 through 3. And class 8, corrosive, like, and this is a corrosive liquid placard. It's more black than white. And corrosives like acid and bromine. Bromine is inhalation hazard and corrosive. Sorry, my doggo wants to play with the ball as I'm in bed. And corrosives, like, and the corrosive stuff, it can have different levels, like 1 through 3, which I've never seen that on a corrosive placard, but it could go from like 1, 2, or 3, which are red lines you would see on there, and they indicate the level of the corrosive stuff on how likely it is to, like, or how strong the acid is or corrosive material is. So question, if you were to freeze acid in like a freezer and just have it as like an ice cube, would it still dissolve you? And then we've made it up to the really dangerous class 9 miscellaneous dangerous goods or environmentally hazardous or marine pollutant. This is the placard. It's half black white striped or zebra striped, half zebra striped, half white, with a 9. And it could just be blank UN number or just say miscellaneous. Or sometimes you have a battery with the broken battery logo on there. Or UN number, like these ones that I drew. Like 3082 is environmentally hazardous liquid, 3077 is environmentally hazardous solid, and then I just drew this random sign I found on a tanker. So these are all the warning placards that can be found on trucks or just about every other vehicle. So there's different class numbers to these, which I think explosives should probably be up in here or here at least, because them things be doing damage. And then we have all the UN numbers of each warning placard of each class. Yeah, we have class 1, 1.1 most explosive, 2 high hazard, 1.3 medium, 1.4 moderate, 1.5 low hazard, 1.6 least explosive, 1.6 is like fireworks, and 1.1 is probably like blasting caps that they use at quarries. And then class 2, we have all the UN numbers which indicate each different chemical or substance and stuff. This one is for the refrigerated liquid placard. There's refrigerated air, refrigerated oxygen. All these names that are written down on here next to UN numbers, those are all liquid form. So it seems you want to throw the ball. Okay. And in class 3, there's like all the UN numbers of the flammable liquid placard. 1863 is jet fuel, 1203 is gasoline, 1973 is diesel, 1263 is paint or paint related material. I just remembered that one off the top of my head. Class 4, this one's like flammable solid, this one's spontaneously combustible, this one's dangerous when wet. And then there's class 5 with oxidizing stuff. And there's organic peroxide. Now this one's kind of like, there's like type B or C, D or E, F, and B through F. Temperature controlled. So that means it can't be getting hot. There's class 6 with like all of those. And then there's infectious substance, like 2814. This means it's like a disease that can infect humans and animals. 2900 affects animals only. Yes, Goofy heard that one too. And 3549 is like category A. Well, this one's biohazard. Solid medical waste, category B. Clinical specimens, regulated medical waste, B, and okay, I forgot what GMMO means, but GMO is like genetically modified organism. 3245. And yep. Class 7, there's radioactive stuff, and yes, this one has UN numbers too. And there's class 8, which 1744 obviously means bromine, 1830 sulfuric acid, 1832 is used sulfuric acid, 3264 inorganic acid. I think acid is inorganic. I don't think you could just find it out in the wild. 1824 sodium hydroxide solution. 1789 hydrochloric acid. 2031 nitric acid. Ammonia solution. Yeah, y'all can just read that. Acidic oxidizer. So paint material can be corrosive? Then why are we painting our houses then? And then there's class 9. And there's 3481, which I remember this number. This means like lithium ion batteries packed within like other equipment, like RC vehicles. Like the RC vehicles I have, I find this UN number 3481 with it, because the lithium ion battery with it. So yeah, I remember 3190, 3191 lithium metal batteries. Airbag modules are that dangerous? Really? Polymeric beads expandable. Now how is that in class 9? How dangerous is that? Aviation regulated liquid? Okay, now how is that dangerous? And then there's marine pollutants and zinc oxide, all this other stuff. elevated temperature substances like solid at 240 Celsius, liquid at 100 Celsius. And then I just completely forgot this one at the end, so I just wrote this at the end. The class 2 and 6 inhalation hazard. 1017 chlorine. See, that's what I mean. You want me to throw the ball, but you like keep grabbing it. Ah! Gimme the ball. Yay! 1079 sulfur dioxide, and then 1040 ethylene dioxide, 1016 carbon monoxide. That comes from vehicles and stuff. 3384 toxic by inhalation liquid. Okay, I think that's probably like pesticides and stuff. And then all these UN numbers. 2025. That's kind of ironic. Mercury. Told you, mercury is dangerous. Well, that was all the warning placards and UN numbers. That's like a lot of them to remember, so if y'all want to write all that down, good job. I'm gonna end this before I can't even upload it. End the video before I can't upload it. Bye.